Me mind on fire, me soul on fire, feeling hot, hot, hot. Party people, all around me feeling hot, hot, hot.
Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another Transformers review. Today we're taking a look at another Combiner Wars figure, and it's the final figure of our Protectobot set, and it's Hot Spot. So here he is. He is a Voyager class figure, obviously. I found these guys at my local Greenwood Toys R Us here on the south side of Indianapolis, and I was really surprised because they had like 2 full sets of them. And they just appeared one day, so, well, I just had to go ahead and pick them up. So, here he is, Big Blue himself. So let's go ahead and take a look at Hot Spot's packaging. So here we have Hot Spot in the package, and it's a little damaged, actually, but that's okay, because I'm going to take this out. Every single one of these figures, including the Cyclonus figures, had this damage. It looks like the box got smashed or something, I don't know. But the figure itself is fine, so yeah, it is what it is. He's coming out of that box. But this is, of course, the leader of the Protectobots and the main body component for Defensor. So this is a must-have if you're going to make Defensor. Hot Spot's always been kind of he's been an okay character for me. He's not one of my favorites. However, one of the Generations Hot Spot figures is absolutely phenomenal. It's one of my favorite molds. I'll definitely have to compare it with this guy here after a bit. But looking at the package, it's exactly the same that we've received from all the other Voyager classes in this line. It's a black box. It says Transformers. It's got Generations. There's some artwork down in the corner. It says Hot Spot. There he is in the box. Top of the package has an Autobot logo there. Autobot logo on the side. No wraparound artwork, but we do have Defensor on the side, looking pretty cool. Here's the artwork for Hot Spot, looking quite evil, actually. Nothing on the bottom. Here's the back of the package. Again, very similar to every other Voyager that we've received. We've got a wireframe of Defensor here. Here are all the other figures in line that we've already talked about. Robot mode, very odd looking fire truck mode. Of course, this figure is going to be remolded for the Combaticons. So, yeah, they had to make it halfway of a military vehicle, halfway of a fire truck, I guess. I don't know. This just looks really weird to me. And then, of course, we have the write-up on Hot Spot, so we're going to bring it in. If you would like to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. But that really is about it for the box. Let's go ahead and get Hot Spot out of package and see what we think. So here we have Hot Spot out of the package, and this is actually a decent looking little figure. I really, really do like it. He's kind of flat though when you kind of look at him from the top side, but overall I think they did a pretty good job with the robot and the likeness. They really do capture, I think, the look for Hot Spot, especially with the face. I love the powder blue. That just looks really nice. We get some really great detail work going on with all the red stripes and the silver bits. All of that intricate detail is very, very cool. We got this almost hidden Autobot logo here. These kind of faux windshields up here at the top, looking really, really nice. Just overall, really, really good paint scheme. Back of the figure pretty much has a great big ladder hanging off the back, but I mean, most fire truck Transformers have that. I mean, that's just the way it is. And that's not a bad thing. I don't mind that at all. Articulation on this figure is pretty decent. He does have a ball joint on his head, but he doesn't look up and down very well. He can go side to side. He does have these nice latchy joints there in his shoulders. They can go up this way, which is nice. He's got elbow joints, there's swivels. He has no articulation in his hands, which is a bit unfortunate. He does have some swivels at his legs here. He's got joints at the hips, and then he has joints at the knees, and, well, that's really pretty much it. But, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, he can get in some decent poses with that. And then, of course, his arms could move out as well. So I'm definitely digging that. He's got a couple different guns. So he's got 2 different guns here. He's got this gun, which looks pretty decent. I like that. I like the hose there. Very cool. Lots and lots of detail. And then he comes with this gun as well. Again, it's got this nice little hose, all kinds of detail. And then you can take the gun, the 2 guns, and put them together and make a bigger gun to give to Defensor. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people have been complaining that this just isn't tight enough, and mine's actually pretty secure. It's no way means loose, so that's pretty good. I guess it's probably just a QC thing. Obviously comes with instructions, and then he comes with a collector card. And this I find very interesting. Now, just like all the others, it just says Generations on the back. However, if you look at this card, it's very creepy, the red eyes. But this is not the mold. The artwork for this card is not for this figure. This is actually the Generations Hot Spot that uses the Grapple and Inferno body mold, which is very strange that, it comes with this artwork and not the artwork for that figure. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that, and I will compare that when I get the other figure out here in a minute. So yeah, definitely interesting. Let's go ahead and get some close-up shots of this guy and see what we think about the detail. Alright, so here we have Hot Spot close-up. Again, I love the look of the face. The flat mask looks nice, the red eyes, all that detail in the chest and the silver, that just looks really, really killer. The black and the blue go really well together. Now, it's unfortunate the tires don't have any detail, but a lot of people have been painting them silver, and it comes out really, really nice. And, of course, we've got the ladder hanging off the back, but, that is what it is. He is a fire truck transformer. So, yeah. I also like all the detail up in the shoulders. I think this red and the silver just really pops on this guy, and they did a really nice job with that. And here we have a shot of the midsection of the figure. The hands are sculpted really well. What's kind of interesting, like on the inside of the hands here, it looks like there's these coils, kind of like you would see at the top of electrical poles. And I find that very, very interesting. And then, of course, around the arms, we basically got the hubs of the truck. It's a little unfortunate he doesn't have any more articulation in his hands, but is what it is. Then we got the white ladder mixed in with the black portions of the extension ladder. So, yeah, I mean, there you go. Alright, here we have a look at the legs of the character, and again, that silver and the red on the legs, I like that. I like the lights at the top of the knees, the detail here in the leg, and then of course we get the front of the truck down there as his feet. That really, really looks nice, and the little windshield wipers, all that kind of stuff. We get some nice molded detail in here. It looks like we got pistons going on. Very cool stuff. Now, he does have some hollow legs. A lot of people don't like that. That never bothers me because that's always on the back of the figure, and I never look at the back of the figure on display. So it is what it is. For the most part, I think they did a good job with the leg sculpts. For comparison, here we have the Combiner Wars Hot Shot next to the Generations Hot Shot, and this is one of my favorite Generation figure molds. I love this thing. I need to get the Grapple. I want to get the Inferno and the Artfire. I love this mold. And it's kind of funny because, again, really quick, here's that card. As you can see, this is blatantly artwork for this figure, not this figure, which is very strange because this came out like 2 years ago, I think. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that. If you know, leave a comment down below. I would love to know that. But looking at the two figures, very different. This is much more of a powder blue. This is a richer color blue, almost kind of a sky blue or maybe a pool water blue or something. We get the translucent lights up here. They're just painted down there. We got the nice big windshield and the grill and all that kind of good stuff. But as far as the detail goes, I mean, we got the black down here, and they did put molded in windshield wipers, which is very, very nice. And then this figure has got the little Hot Spot logo here. This figure has it actually on the legs, but you do see it in the truck mode, so that is very, very cool. And here is Hot Spot next to the only other fire truck transformer I have. This is the G1 Inferno. And yeah, I mean, he looks pretty good in comparison. He's a lot bigger, definitely a lot more articulated. But it's funny because 2015 toy, 1984 toy, both of them have the ladders hanging off of the back. And finally, here we have all 6 of the Protectobots together. We've got Groove and Rook and First Aid, Hot Spot, Blades, and Streetwise. And they all look pretty good as a team. I am liking this and cannot wait to get this guy together to form Defensor. So definitely liking the sculpts together. I think they did a good job of updating them and, you know, going back and giving them that, at the same time, G1 look. And here we have Hot Spot in his fire truck mode, and this thing's really weird looking to me. This is, it's better than I thought it was going to be looking at the box, but it's still a very weak fire truck. I really like the front end of the fire truck. It's very kind of futuristic looking, but it's not a fire truck to me at all. This thing is just very strange. It just looks like a piece of military equipment up here, to be honest with you. It's really too skinny down here in the middle. The back just looks kind of funny. The ladder is kind of hanging over the top. Now, it does have some articulation to it, which is nice, and I'll kind of go over that here in a second. Looking at the details of the thing, I really like the red stripe they got going on down there. It says Fire Rescue on the side here, which is really nice, and it's got the Hot Spot logo and with an Autobot logo in the middle of it, which looks really, really nice. It's just really, really small. Other than that, there's really not much detail going on than that. We've got the front windshield looks nice, all black. We got molded in windshield wipers. We got some nice silver paint up there. We've got the same detail on the side. It would have been nice to have like taillights or something back here, caution, something going on in the back. We just have zero detail going on there. Then you've got this thing up here, and it can raise up like that. Let me zoom out just a hair so that we can see everything. So, I mean, that looks pretty good, and then you can adjust this piece here, and that's not too terribly bad. There's water hoses up here. The bucket up here is kind of so-so. There's a little spot you could put like a little tiny figure, like a little Microman in there. We got the water guns on the side. It does have rotation, which is pretty cool. That's kind of nice, but other than that, I mean, this is kind of a weak fire truck. I don't know. I mean, it'd work if kids would like it. One of my biggest gripes, this does not clamp into anything back here. That's kind of annoying. And then when you go to rest the ladder down, it just sits right on top of the sirens. And I mean, I could see that causing some paint scrapage. But I mean, other than that, man, that's a lot of gripes. It's just a weak fire truck. That's all I can say for it. And I mean, it is what it is, and it's going to be in Devastator mode, so I'll stop complaining. But I really like this detail. This looks really, really nice. And the nice glossy black and the silver details up here, all that kind of stuff. Very, very cool. We got the lights up here, looking really, really nice. Definitely digging that. Yeah, I mean, it's got nice detail on it, It's just oddly shaped. They try to make it both a fire truck and, I think, a military vehicle for Onslaught in the Combaticons, and I think Onslaught's really going to win this mold over in the alt mode. For comparison, here we have Hot Spot with the Transformers Robots in Disguise 2015 Strong Arm. So this is a deluxe figure in the new RID line compared to a Voyager in the Combiner Wars line. And as you can see, this thing is big. I don't know if it just shows you how small this thing is or the fact that this is such a big figure, because it does stack up to some other figures as well. If we look at the length of the Voyager class, this thing's about half the length of it, which is really, really kind of weird. And then if we look at the width, I mean, this is wider than this figure, which is kind of a shame. It just kind of shows you how small Voyagers are getting, which is kind of sad. And here we have Hot Spot with a Chug Prowl. I think this is the Classics Prowl, to be precise. So to kind of show you what the new Voyager looks like on one of the older deluxe size figures, keeping in the rescue theme, we got another police car. Again, this one is about half the length of this vehicle. It's a little bit shorter than the Strong Arm figure, and then as far as width goes, they're really about the same width, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. This thing just is really, really skinny to me. And here we have the Voyager Hot Spot with another Voyager figure. It's the Takara Tomy Year of the Snake Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. And at least this one's longer. I'll give it that. It's just a little bit longer, so one piece longer there. As far as width goes, looks like Optimus is a little bit wider, which, you know, I can kind of see that. It's a big semi-truck, and this is a fire truck. I don't know, they should be about the same size, really. But the funny thing is, this really looks like it could be a trailer for this Optimus. And lo and behold, he can be a trailer for Optimus. How awesome is that? So all I did was pull up the front of the fire truck here, and then I set the leg components down on Optimus, and you can just kind of set it on there, and he hauls it. Oh, how awesome is that? And you've even got slight articulation, which, I mean, he's hanging on there. He's not letting go. That is cool. All you got to do is paint the little wheels silver there. I mean, it's not a perfect trailer, but he looks better as a trailer than he does a fire truck. At least I think he does. I don't know. What do you guys think? Put a comment down below. I think that looks pretty darn fun. It's a little bit silly, but it looks like an equipment truck. It looks like he's hauling stuff to a construction site, and that's not too terribly bad. So is Hot Spot a figure you want in your Transformers collection? Well, if you're looking to build Defensor, he is a must-have because he's the main component for Defensor. If you are a fair-weather Transformers fan, this could be an easy pass, or it could be a pickup. I mean, this is a pretty middle-of-the-ground Transformer to me. It is a fire truck-ish type of figure. It's not a bad troop-building figure for kids. Kids are going to like it. It's got a nice color scheme. It poses pretty well. Overall, it's not bad. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. G1 completists will definitely like it. If you like fire truck Transformers, you're obviously going to want to get this. You know, there are people out there that really like Hot Spot, that want to finish out the Hot Spot collection. I really got to say, I like having this figure now since I've got that Generations Hot Spot, so I can kind of compare them. I kind of want to go back and get the G1 Hot Spot to go with it as well, but I'm a little sick in the head. But yeah, I mean, there he is. Hot Spot from Transformers Combiner Wars.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And as always, look for more videos in the future.